Hi guys! So today's April 1st, so I decided to give you guys an update on my OWL readathon. I have started reading a few books and I will update you guys, tell you guys about them. So I am reading Eclipse right now and I am 200 pages in, just over 200 pages in. I want to finish this by today or tomorrow. Anyway, it's pretty good. Obviously, it's a Twilight book. It's kind of shallow. It's not very dense, but that's what Twilight is. It's amazing. I am about 100 pages into The Hobbit, and it is obviously fantastic. I really am enjoying the book. I really like how it's written from a storytelling perspective and not as so much like a narrator. Does that make sense? Am I even saying that right? Anyway, so then I started reading this book and I DNF'd it. I can't get into it. Anyway, so I picked a different book, and I know it's kind of late, but I did it. I picked a different book and I picked We're All Feminists, and I do not know how to say the author's name, but I read it and it was amazing. And like I said, I'm only 17 years old, so I can't really firmly grasp, I don't really have very much experience in the world. But I thought it was very good, and she made, amazing points, of course. There's some things that I could disagree with, because I feel like feminism shouldn't be there to bring men down, and I'm not saying she did. I don't want to be attacked. But I feel like a few things she said kind of brought men down, and I don't think that should be so much. Man, I don't know what to say because I don't want to offend anybody. I think feminism is very subjective and you can build off of it what you want, what you choose. Anyway, I thought it was very good. It was a short book. Like I said, it was my 150 page one. So I finished 1 out of the 8 books. Hi guys, I'm back. It is the 2nd. I have started reading Everything. Wow, oh my goodness, it's so good. Sorry I'm whispering, it's really late. I'm 46% through it. Okay, it's so good. I really like it. I actually think I'm gonna get the paper version, the paperback version. So here are a few predictions. These are gonna have spoilers, so spoiler warning now. My prediction is that Madeline is gonna end up dying. And that it's not going to be because she went outside, it's going to be because her disease or whatever is taking its course. That it's not going to be Ollie's fault that she died. It's not going to be the fault of the outside. It's just going to be that it's gotten bad and she's just going to die because of it. So that's my prediction. Even though I think it's going to end sad, it's still really a really good book. So I'm going to try and finish it tonight. It's 10 o'clock. So I'm kind of tired, but I'm gonna finish it, and this is not focusing. Anyway, those are my predictions. Yeah, I just wanted to pop in here. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, I'm almost done everything. But sorry, I have my retainer in, so I sound crazy. But I look crazy too. But spoiler. Madeline just got an email from the doctor saying she never had the disease in the first place, she doesn't think. And wow, I'm wow, because so before Madeline's dad and brother died, Madeline was out with her parents. She was out and about. And then right after her dad and brother died, her mom said that she had this thing and she's been kept in the house. And what if her mom is so scared of losing her that this is what she's doing? Wow, this book is so good. I was literally crying because of what happened before, just all the bad stuff. I was crying. And then this happened and I'm wow. Okay, I'm gonna finish the book. I'm almost done. I'll come back to you when I'm done it. So I just finished Everything. Wow, the book was so good. honestly, I think I'm gonna rate it 5 stars. It really, like, it's up there with The Fault in Our Stars, which is my favorite book. It's like, I still think I like The Fault in Our Stars better, but this book was so amazing. And spoiler, I'm very pleased with the ending. Most of my predictions were true. The later predictions that I made were true, but my earlier predictions were definitely not true. Anyway, that was a very good book. I think tomorrow I'm going to start Deep Blue. I haven't finished Twilight or The Hobbit yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so today I started reading Deep Blue. I'm about almost 100 pages into it. It was really hard getting into the first 100 pages. Like, I don't know, I just could not get into it. And I feel like she uses so much different language that's like for mermaids. And sorry, my chair is really squeaky. Anyway, it's okay. There's no like synopsis on the back, so I can't read you that. But it's about this girl who's supposed to, like, she's in royalty and she's supposed to rise to the occasion and get, like, I don't know, something like Frozen, you know? And she has a love interest that she's supposed to marry, like, that's who she was set to marry. And there's, like, conflict with him, and then, I don't know, it's crazy right now. She's in her, what's it called, coronation? That's what it's called, I think. Anyway, I'm only 100 pages into the book. I don't think I'll finish it tonight because I don't want to stay up too late. It's already 10 o'clock. So, yeah. Also, I changed my rating for everything. I changed it to like a 4 on Goodreads, but like 4.5 in reality. Just because, yeah, it was a fantastic book, but it wasn't like, it didn't make me think about it like all the time. Like the book, I just wasn't really thinking about it. Sorry. I'm really looking rough. It's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this book tomorrow, I think. And I'll get back to you when I finish it. Okay, so I just finished Deep Blue. I didn't really have expectations going in, but coming out, I'm very disappointed. This book was, I have a lot of things to pick at with this book. Okay, so I have my tea. Ravenclaw, very fitting for the O.W.L.s, readathon. So here's my little list. I didn't write too much stuff down because I was trying to get through this book as quick as I could because it was really killing me. It took me 100 pages to even like start understanding this book. The author used language that was like supposed to be like mermaidy, supposed to like be part of her I don't know, little civilization, but I felt like it was really unnecessary. There's literally a 35-page glossary at the back explaining the words she used, and it was just some like weird stuff. Eventually random words would come up and I wouldn't even read them. I'd just like notice that they were there and then read the rest. I really liked, actually, here's something that I liked. I really liked that they weren't like afraid to kill people. I thought it was kind of confusing, and there was a few times that like something would be mentioned again and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. Anyway, as you can see from my review, I really dislike this book. Maybe it would be better, because this is book 1. I'm not actually sure how many books are in this series, but I did not like this book. I did not like it. I'm really glad to be finished with it. That was a lot. I think I'm gonna read The Boy in the Striped Pajamas next, just because I really want to read Harry Potter, but I'm thinking I'm gonna leave that till after. Today's the 4th, by the way, and I finished, how many books have I finished? 3 books now. 3 books out of the 8. Reading 2 currently, which I'm still reading The Hobbit and Twilight, which I haven't read them for like 2 days. So working on those. Anyway, that was my review of this book. I think I'm gonna give it 2 stars. Didn't like it, but it wasn't awful, you know? It wasn't good, but it wasn't awful. Hi guys, so oh my goodness. I just finished, there we go. I just finished The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and obviously it's a very good book. After doing some more research into it, it's, this makes me sound so stupid, but it's definitely not accurate to what actually happened. And I know it's historical fiction, but it's still like, you know what I mean? It's a really good book. I like the writing and everything. All in all, I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars maybe, just because, like I said in my past video, that it's not my favorite genre. So it wasn't like my favorite book, and it took me a while to finish. I also started 2 more books while I was reading it, so it took me like 2 days to finish a 200-page book. But no, yeah, it's a really good book. I'm not going to go into like a spiel about it, like reviewing it, which I did with the last book that I read, which I don't think I'm going to put in the whole thing of me complaining about that last book that I read. But yeah, pretty good book all in all. But the next book I'm going to start is Marked, which I've already started actually. I'm 16 pages into it. Yeah, so I was reading some reviews on this, and people really did not like this book. I think I'm gonna like it, but like I said, I'm not very far into it, so I'm not sure. But also with reading all of these other books, so I have 4 books left, so I'm halfway through. Today's the 7th, by the way. I don't know if I said that. But I have also started Credence by Penelope Douglas. Very good book. I got like halfway through it in the span of just yesterday night. So I'll probably still continue to read Credence. I'll probably try and finish that book today. I might keep reading Marked, but yeah, Marked is the next book I'm going to read. I still haven't finished The Hobbit because I haven't read that for like days, and I haven't read Twilight for days. So that's where we are next, and yeah, I'll keep checking in. Hey guys, really quick check-in. Sorry if you hear my fan in the background, like this is gonna be super quick. So I'm reading Mark, and I just have a little issue with this right now is I'm only 68 pages in, and this girl is already the main character, the girl who were inside her mind anyway. She's already slut-shaming this girl she doesn't even know, because she caught her giving a blowjob in the school hallway that was empty. I mean, no, and I, like, I said maybe she shouldn't have been doing that at school, in the hallway, in public, but she has no right. She should not slut shame anybody. That just made me mad. Sorry, I also have my retainer in. Cool. I just have to say that about this. The writing's really hard to get into. I started actively reading it today, as well as 2 other books that I'm reading. But that was my quick check-in. Hey guys, first of all, sorry I look really tired. I was out in the sun all day, so I got a little bit burnt. I just finished Marked, and it was really good actually. I think I'm gonna give it 3 stars though. There were a few things in here that really bothered me. A lot of like throwing the word slut around, which I did not think was necessary for what they were explaining. I also read a few reviews that said people really did not like this book, that said that the author was trying to sound too young, like they were using weird language that didn't sound like a teenager talk, and I didn't agree with that at all. I actually thought that it sounded accurate like any other book that I've read that has teenagers in it. It was very hard to get into, like really, really difficult to get into. But after you get into it, like the last probably like 70% into the book, it gets good. But I think there's like 12 books in the series. So anyway, yeah, I give this 3 stars. I'm going to start. I should probably finish my other 2 books. I think I'm gonna read Twilight next, and The Hobbit, and then I'll read Harry Potter last. Hi guys, quick update. So the last clip that you just watched was April the 10th. Today is the 11th. Yesterday night I finished The Hobbit, and I'm gonna rate it 4.5 stars. It's so good, obviously. When this readathon's over, I'm gonna read the rest of The Lord of the Rings. But I finished it. There's not much to say. It's a classic. Yeah, it was really good. I'm gonna read The Philosopher's Stone next, just because I think I can finish it tonight. And then I will get on with Twilight, which this is how much I still have to read, which is 300 pages, I think. So I think I'm gonna finish that in the next day or 2. Tonight I'm gonna try and finish The Philosopher's Stone. And yeah, that's where we are. I'm almost done. I was behind schedule the other day because I wanted to finish all 8 books in the first 2 weeks. But yesterday I finished 2 of the 4 books that I had left. So I'm back ahead on schedule. If I can finish Twilight before the 14th, then we'll be good. Hey guys, sorry if you can hear my fan going. Just want to check in. I'm only have 100 pages left of this book, but I'm gonna go to bed because it's 12:30 and I am exhausted. Just rereading this just makes me remember how much I love Harry Potter. I love it so much. Hi guys, so I just finished The Philosopher's Stone. It took me much longer than I thought it would. I thought I'd finish in a day and it took me 3 days. Because last night, yesterday I didn't really read it at all. But yeah, I've got my bookshelf behind me. I've got a whole Harry Potter shelf. I need to finish filling up that shelf, but I got a whole Harry Potter shelf. I'm not sure if I'll move that around or I'll add stuff to it. I'm not sure. We got a whole like Funko catastrophe over there. Anyway, so I just finished this and I have one more book to finish. I gotta finish that one right there. So I might listen to it on audio while I play Sims, which is what's on my computer. But yeah, I just want to read all my other Harry Potter books now. Don't even want to read anything else. Just want to read Harry Potter. Love it so much. Hey guys, so I just finished Eclipse, and I'm gonna rate this 4 stars. I'm not really gonna explain it because either you've seen the movie or you've read the books, and if you haven't, then it's yeah. Yeah, I rated it 4 stars, and this was my last book of the OWL readathon, so that's 8 books done. Today is the 15th of April. I got it done in 15 days. My goal was 14 days. But 15 days was okay. So I didn't really read much yesterday, but I started reading last night and I finished from here to here. And the reason that that is so bad is because I dumped my smoothie in it last night. So now my book's stained pink. And I also spilt my coffee on it like a week ago. So this book's really been through the ringer. But yes, so I'm gonna do a recap of all my books in just a second. Just wanted to say that I'm sorry that I've my appearance has gotten worse as these little segments have gone on through the month, but nobody's seeing me anyway. I haven't left the house. I've been so busy with homework, that's why it's taken me a little longer to read this book. But on to the little recap. These are my books that I read this month plus 2 more. And I'm just gonna say my overall rating for them and like my thoughts on them, just like brief, because you've probably seen this whole video. But if you didn't want to watch all of that, then you can skip to here. And here's my overall views. So I've got this in my drawer. So the two books that I don't have physical copies of are Everything Everything. So I read that on my Kobo, and I'm giving Everything 4 stars. It was a very good young adult romance, I guess. I'm not really sure the exact genre of it, but that's kind of what it was. It was a good book. My second book that I read was We Are All Feminists, and that book was really good. I think I only gave it 3 stars though, because there were a few things that I didn't agree with, and I don't know, that's just how I thought of the book. The next book I read was The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and I think I gave this book 3 stars. I'm not sure. I think I gave it 3 stars. But obviously it's a really good read. Not historically accurate whatsoever, but it's a really good book. The next book I read was The Hobbit, and I'm giving this book 4 stars because it's just an amazing all-around fantasy novel, and it's just, wow, it's just such a good book. I definitely know I'll be rereading The Hobbit, but I still have the rest of the series to read, which I have down there on that bottom shelf that you can't even see. Next book I read was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I don't know why I tabbed this book up so much. Like, I didn't even realize it until I was done the book. This book I gave 5 stars, I think. Obviously, it's Harry Potter, but love this book. Nothing more to say about it. Next book is Deep Blue. I think I gave this book 3 stars, but like in reality, it's like a 2-star. But it's more like, it didn't lose me, like the story didn't lose me, so that's why I gave it 3 stars, but the story I did not like. So yeah, that's my opinions on that. The next book I read was Marked, and I did have a few issues with this book, just in how it was like, some of the language that was used. So I think I gave this one 3 stars, but I did not, like at the very beginning I was gonna give it like 2 stars, maybe 1 star. Then I really got into it, and the last like 20% of the book was really good, and I actually think I'm going to continue on with the series. Don't call me on it though. The last book that I read was Eclipse, 4 stars. I just said that in the last clip, and obviously really good book. This book got a beating while I read it though. Literally just trying to write Team Jacob on that page, and it was like, no, I'm gonna dump my smoothie on it. Anyway, so that was my wrap up for the O.W.L.s of 2020. I really liked that reading challenge. It really pushed me to read books that I normally wouldn't have like finished, that I've had on my shelves for so long. So I'm glad I did it, but I'm so excited to read all of my books. Like, I'm gonna finish reading Credence by Penelope Douglas, because that book is like so good. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, sorry for my appearance. I don't really know what's happening with it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!